fever. My body
Pain
burns.
is so great.
So sick. Can hardly stand it.
Talos the mighty, Talos the unerring, Talos the unassailable, to you we give praise, and deserve our praise too, for we are...
Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale at fair prices. Perhaps you have encountered... Take a look. May your road lead you to warm sands.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Until next time. can take you to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. I can't wait here forever. My carriage is the safest way.
Bit of jewelry for your journey home?
Don't try to haggle with me. Buy or leave. Come back when you need more meat. Bring gold. The secret to chopping meat is never washing your hands. Ah, now that is a good question. Where does Hogney get the finest, freshest meat from?
I cannot.
No more. I yield. I yield. Need to get back.
I die for my
By the divines,
people.
the Forsworn are here in the city.
Everyone, stay back. The Markarth City Guard have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here. We'll handle things from here. Move along. That's right. It isn't.
The bloodiest beef in the Reach. venison or mutton? Of course you do.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms. Frobby, our customer needs a drink.
Too lazy to give him a drink yourself. Oh.
A forsworn agent running loose in the
Lumbar.
city?
Something you need, kinsman. The Jarl has things under control.
You want a drink?
Did you say you got it?
It's anyone's guess.
Depends.
I'm sure
Are
my
you
wife
thirsty,
would-
hungry, both?
Now you're
I
being-
should remind Clever to clean
This
this
is our
place up.
city, not theirs. This is the Silverblood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself. Ah, yes. Here, take a look at this. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
She was just visiting the city from Cyrodiil.
Yeah, but she was a Nord. And the noble. Perfect forsworn target.
You're being paranoid. We're in control of Markarth, not the Forsworn.
The Jarl is refusing to dispatch men to the front lines. You think it's because of the Forsworn threat?
Please, those savages are no match for us. The Jarl is just biding his time.
Biding his time until what? Until another person is lying dead in the streets? Don't be naive. You a fighting gal? How about a little
How are your
bet?
chores coming, my son?
Today, I've cleaned the linens, washed the floors, and checked...
I'm drunk, and it's been a while since I had a good fight. 100
You'll be a
septums
fine
says I can
innkeeper
take
someday.
it. Barehanded.
Father.
But Mother says you're...
Milk drinker.
That's right. Worst innkeeper in all of Skyrim.
Never mind your mother, Ren. You listen to me.
Got any ale or
You'll be a
mead?
man one day.
I think I'm going to get it.
If I can't get you something, I'm sure my wife will bellow at me until I can. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
My father, Klepper, is the one you want to talk to. I just clean up.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet boy.
You don't know anything about this house?
No.
Anyone seen entering or leaving? Any strange lights or unusual noises?
It's abandoned, and it's always been abandoned.
Excuse me, do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave? Seems no one in this city has. I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. I believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship. Full rights and so forth. Thank you for your time.
Need something?
Need a trained war dog? The fiercest companion money can buy. My family's been doing it for years. You need one out in the Reach. Don't want to be alone when some Forsworn comes swinging. I personally trained a whole litter for the Jarl. That reminds me, I was gonna deliver some dog food to the keep. Spiced beef, their favorite. Wow, look at you. Thanks. Take it to Voada. She handles all the dogs for the Jarl. Good. Here you are. He'll follow you to oblivion and back, if it comes to that. Bloody enough for you, outsider? Then turn around and go back where you came. City doesn't need you, doesn't want you. Blood and silver are what flows through Markarth. That's the way it is. That's the way it'll stay. It's right there in the name of the most powerful family in Markarth, the Silverbloods. They have a whole mine filled with prisoners to dig up silver ore, get smelted by workers they pay, and they own half the city. I work for them. The inn is named after them. When the guards make an arrest, they check with them first. No, I live in a nice house in solitude, where the air isn't filled with smoke from the silver smelters, and golden-haired girls shine my shield. Been here ever since I left the Bard's College. Turns out a few muscles earn more gold than a damn loot. The Silverbloods pay me, let me crack a few skulls, and keep the guards off my back. That's all I need. It's right there, and they have a... I work for them. The inn is named after them. Jarl is who you want to talk to. Always coined to be made killing off some forsworn in the hills. As long as you don't mind going axe to axe with a bunch of Daedra-worshipping savages who practice the dark arts. Yeah.
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First, you take away Talos. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thongor. We're done.
You there. You another Imperial puppet? Answer me. There's a war on and you don't know what I'm talking about. The Empire is destroying everything Skyrim stands for. Honor, pride, mighty Talos. Jarl Igmund can refuse to see me all he wants. The Silverblood family will be heard. We own Sidna Mine, best prison in Skyrim, and source of half the wealth in this city. We keep the Reach safe. We flood Markarth with wealth. Does the Jarl listen to us when we want to say? No. He's busy forgetting that Ulfric Stormcloak saved this city from the Forsworn. Ulfric's a hero, not a damn criminal. He used the Thum, shouted us Forsworn from the walls. Then he led a band of Nord warriors in to take the city, just like Talos himself in the Battle of Old Hroldan, reclaiming the Reach from those heathen natives. That's a true Nord hero. A legend. So great that the Divines themselves lifted his soul into the heavens and made him a god. He founded the Empire, and now they've turned their back on him to appease the elves. Elves. Do the elves rule Skyrim, or do the Nords? They started the Great War, nearly destroyed the Imperial City. Then the Emperor took the coward's way out and surrendered. Now the elves dictate everything we do, and they don't want us acknowledging a mere human like Talos as the god he is. Stay out of trouble in my city.
Very well. You may approach the mournful throne, but watch your words. Keep your eyes open for Forsworn when you're on the roads.
You speak to Igmund, son of Orolfdir, Jarl of Markarth. My gods told me. Poor Margaret. And witnesses report that the attacker was shouting some nonsense about being a Forsworn. I want to make things clear. Markarth has its troubles, but there are no Forsworn in this city. They are only a threat in the hills and along the roads where they live. Everywhere else, we are in control. Are you a sellsword? I don't like your kind. No honor, no loyalty. Unreliable, but I can't turn away a potential ally in these times. Let's see if you're better than a common mercenary. My scouts have tracked down one of the Forsworn leaders, hiding out in their blood-soaked camps. Deal with them.
Stupid dog.
We will see. It all started here, this rebellion. When the Empire lost the Reach during the Great War, we became desperate. We promised a group of Nord militia free worship in exchange for their help in retaking the hold. Then the elves found out about it. We were forced to arrest all of them. Ulfric Stormcloak, their leader, used the whole thing as proof that the Empire had abandoned Skyrim. The rebels called it the Markarth Incident. It was the founding day for the Stormcloaks, and where this war really started. Aldmeri Dominion invaded the Imperial City, the Legion all but turned a blind eye to the other provinces. Many of the disgruntled natives of the Reach used the opportunity to depose the Empire and founded what they called an independent kingdom. It was little more than a chaotic uprising, but the Reach was removed from Imperial authority for 2 years before we reclaimed it. But the leaders of the uprising refused our offers of peace. They fled into the hills and became the Forsworn. The White Gold Concordant, our treaty with the elves after the Great War, forbids free worship of Talos. But that's what we promised Ulfric and his men. It seems foolish looking back, but at the time we were hoping the elves wouldn't find out. So when they did find out, it was either we arrest Ulfric and the militia, or enter into yet another war with the Aldmeri Dominion. The choice was clear, and now Ulfric threatens the thinly veiled peace we sacrificed so much for. I want no mercy for those Forsworn, understand? Stupid dog. Stupid dog.
If you see any signs of Talos worship, it's your obligation to report them to me. As if this craggy wretch of a city could give birth to a superiorly bred mer such as myself. No, I'm not from Markarth. I was sent here to lead the Thalmor's interests in this corner of Skyrim. It's my mission to root out all Talos worship in this city. It's a religious matter. The Thalmor do not recognize Talos as a god. He was only a man, and does not deserve a place in our pantheon. The Empire has agreed to accept our beliefs, and its citizens have a responsibility to cease their heretical worship. You're awfully inquisitive, aren't you? I like that. Perhaps you'd care to solve a little problem I'm having. Ogmund the Scout. He's old, respected, and I know for a fact that he worships Talos in his home. But the Jarl has been hesitant to call for his arrest. I want you to break into his home and find evidence. We're the ruling body of the Aldmeri Dominion. Saviors of Mer. Victors of the Great War. The Empire exists because we allow it to exist. And I'm here to make sure the Jarl of Markarth remembers that. The Thalmor saved all of Elvenkind during the Oblivion Crisis. We've been watching over our lands for 200 years. We refounded the Aldmeri Dominion, an alliance between us and our Bosmer cousins. You might know them from their common name, Wood Elves. We intend to prove the superiority of Mer over man, 1 century at a time.
Stupid dog.
Don't mind the dogs. They get anxious when they haven't had dinner. Oh, thank you. The dogs were getting restless. Here, this is for you. Until next time.
Stupid dog.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. guards. Why do you people always bother me when I'm trying to finish my research? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Glimmer in all of Tamriel. You people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? Persistent, aren't you? Oh, very well. Who am I to stand in the way of curiosity? I'll let you in if you agree to something for me. There's a giant spider in a chewing cell. My workers call her Nimi, the poisoned one. If you deal with Nimi, I'll let you into both the excavation site and my Glimmer Museum. What do you say? Enthusiasm. Good. Here's the key to the dig site. Yes, their history and culture is all around us in Markarth. A race of stonecutters, artisans, and engineers. They invented machines that built elaborate underground cities where they researched powers to rival the gods themselves. And then, at a time we're still not sure when, they disappeared. The whole people, all at once, leaving behind only their works. To protect my research, for one. There are more cutthroat scholars out there who would steal my findings if they got the chance. And the excavations into Machuanzel are dangerous. Dwemer machines and traps still function, even after thousands of years. What? Oh, goodbye.
I'm Calcelmo's nephew. I help him around the laboratory. Don't let my uncle go on about his theories. He'll be here all night.
I have things to study.
About the Hall of the Dead. No, you can't go in there. I can't talk about it. Rest assured, the Jarl hears everyone's concerns. You will be able to visit the dead again soon. going to suggest that Jarl hire someone to sort this mess out anyway. We've discovered that some of the dead have been eaten. Flesh has been chewed off. Bones were snapped to get at the marrow inside. We haven't caught anyone or anything yet. It's like it knows we're there. If you can get to the bottom of this, the priesthood of Arcade will reward you. Take my key, and be careful. New to Skyrim? I was confused at first too. The Nords call their mausoleums the Hall of the Dead. It's where people in the city are buried. Fathers, forefathers, mothers, foremothers. Arcade, one of the 8 divines, god of the cycle of birth and death. It is his shrine people pray to when they visit the hall, that his divinity will watch over their ancestors on the way to the next life. Tread lightly in the hall. You don't know what's in there.
Not many would walk blindly into a crypt, smelling of steel and blood, but not fear. I feel the hunger inside of you, gnawing at you. You see the dead, and your mouth grows wet. Your stomach growls. It's all right. I will not shun you for what you are. Stay. I will tell you everything you have forgotten.
You were young when you first tasted human flesh, weren't you? A brother or sister had died. An accident, of course. Then the hunger set in. Curiosity. What's the harm in just one bite? It's okay now. You found a friend who understands you. You can let go of your guilt. A lot of our kind block out the memory of their first meal. The shame is too much. But you don't need to hide anymore. Namira, the Lady of Decay, accepts you for what you are. She has a place for us where we can sate our appetites without judgment. Very well. But should the hunger call out to you, I'll be waiting outside Ridgecliff Cave. Tell the people of Markarth that their dead are safe. My work is done here.
Returned. Divines preserve you. You're a hero. We'll reopen the hall right away. Here, take my amulet as reward. Arcade protect you.
Blood and silver, friend. Blood and...
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.